I'm 27 years old. I'm from a village called Ndakeni in Tabankulu in the Eastern Cape. I grew up in this village with my siblings as well as my aunt. So I was the first one to go to university amongst my siblings. My aunt worked at the Department of Agriculture. She was an agric advisor, so I was a bit exposed to careers in the Department of Agriculture, as well as my marks. I had to consider what I was good in, and so that I can get into varsity. So those are the things that made me choose agriculture. But I chose plant pathology specifically because it was quite an interesting subject for me. I didn't know that plants can get diseases and you can study something as plant diseases. So it was a bit interesting for me. That's why I went for it. In first year, my aunt took out a loan for me to pay for my accommodation, my tuition and everything. But in second year, then I was lucky enough to get a bursary from the Department of Agriculture. So they paid for me from second year up until fourth year. I'll give a big thanks to the Maize Trust for firstly, because if it was not for them, I wouldn't have been able to do my master's because I wouldn't have had the money. Also to my course supervisor, Dr. Bongani Kubeka, he encouraged me a lot during my master's. Even when there were times I'm like, I'm tired, this is hard, I want to drop out, he was there for me. So even also my aunt for supporting me. She loves anything that has to do with education. So every time I want to study something, she always there to support. Agriculture is very broad, and there are so many opportunities, different careers that you can go for in agriculture. It's not most people, young people, especially the black people, they think when you're studying agriculture, it's a dirty job. You're going to be dirty all your life. So they don't believe you when you are in office and doing agriculture work. So it's a very diverse field. You can actually be successful. There are so many opportunities because we have problems such as food insecurity, we have poverty. And if young people take up careers in agriculture, they can be able to come up with solutions that will help us as a country to overcome such problems. The Maize Trust was quite helpful, especially during the COVID times, because there were times when I was confused. I didn't know if I was going to be able to finish my studies because there were times where we had to stop going to campus, we had to stop doing experiments. But they were quite supportive. They did regular checkups. They were consistent. They paid on time so that you can be able to pay your accommodation and buy your food. So it was quite a seamless process.